Hi everyone, welcome back to Splash Page. I'm Sean, and as always I'm joined by Andrew, and today we're going to be going over what happened in Season 2, Episode 8 of The Boys, entitled What I Know. So, with that said, let's jump right in.
We watch a school safety video about protecting yourself from a supervillain attack.
Mallory and Congresswoman Newman go to see the Secretary of Defense. He wants to release Compound V to the public. He agrees with Newman that this was Vaught's fault, but there's no proof.
Starlight has her mother escape the city and goes to meet Huey and the boys in their secret lair. Frenchie's busy hiding a new bomb to kill Stormfront. It's all-out war. Huey's trying to stop them from blowing up the world. Starlight offers to testify, then gets an idea. Get Queen Maeve to testify.
Homelander and Stormfront commiserate over the number of the 7 who have gone down recently. Noir is unconscious, Lamplighter is burnt to death, Starlight is missing. They try to figure out who blew up the heads of the random people in Congress. Stormfront wants to make sure the right people get the doses of V.
Huey and Starlight show up at Maeve's place to ask her to testify before Congress, but she won't do it. Nothing ever changes anyway. Now that Elena's gone, nothing really matters to her.
Becca escapes her neighborhood in the dark of night. She finds Butcher's hideout and tells him Homelander's taken Ryan. Frenchie, Mother's Milk fawn over Becca in the hideout, but Butcher promises to find her son.
Stan Edgar goes to meet Alistair of the Church of the Collective. He agrees to take Deep back into the 7, but not A-Train. Stormfront has a problem with him.
Ryan's not adapting to being the son of a superhero very well, so they take him out to lunch at Planet Vought. But the attention they get from fans is overwhelming, and Homelander has to fly him out of there really quick.
Huey finally explains his love of Billy Joel. He used to listen to him with his mom, who left when he was 6. It also explains his overly loyal personality. He doesn't want to run out on people like his mother did.
Suddenly, A-Train just appears in Huey's car, but he's not there to attack him. He's there to drop off confidential Vought information to get Stormfront out of the 7.
Butcher gets himself a meeting with Stan Edgar. He says he could get Ryan away from Homelander and wants Edgar to hide the kid, but not with his mom this time. Becca stays with Butcher.
Huey shows Butcher the information they got from A-Train. The team gears up to kidnap Becca's kid for her. He promises her he'll save Ryan and get him back to her.
Homelander tries to teach Ryan how to use his powers. Stormfront tries to teach Ryan about white genocide, before finding out she's been outed as a Nazi and flies off. The boys hit Homelander with a high-pitched noise that gets him to fly off too, and Butcher runs into the house to grab Ryan.
Butcher admits to Becca his plan with Edgar to steal Ryan from her, but he can't do it. He sends Becca and Ryan off with Mother's Milk to safety and calls Edgar, leaving Edgar's men defenseless against Homelander, who kills them all.
Stormfront shows up just in time to flip Mother's Milk's car with Becca and Ryan inside and confronts Starlight. Kimiko and Starlight fight it out with Stormfront, who snaps Kimiko's neck just as Queen Maeve shows up to join the fight. Kimiko wakes up from a broken neck because of super healing powers, and the 3 women beat the shit out of Stormfront, who flies off beaten half to death and catches Butcher running through the woods with Becca and Ryan. Becca stabs Stormfront in the eye, and Stormfront chokes Becca half to death before Ryan finally channels his hate and laser eyes Stormfront, killing her and accidentally killing his mother at the same time.
Just then, Homelander, covered in blood, floats down from the sky to see Stormfront dying and muttering in German. Ryan admits to Homelander that he killed Stormfront. Then instead of going to him, he goes to Butcher. Homelander laughs it off until Maeve shows up with the blackmail video from the plane and threatens to leak it if Homelander doesn't leave Butcher and Ryan alone. And they walk off.
Stan Edgar lays all the blame for the attack at Congress on Stormfront and puts an indefinite hold on the release of Compound V. Homelander accepts Starlight back into the 7.
Alistair of the Church talks to Deep and A-Train. He knows A-Train stole the materials on Stormfront and congratulates him on it. A-Train's back in the 7, but the Deep isn't. They only had one spot after all. The Deep finally had enough and blows up at Alistair.
Huey and Starlight talk at a park bench once again. She's back in the 7 now, and she's going to keep an eye on them from the inside.
Butcher sits with the newly orphaned Ryan by the lake and gives him a medallion of St. Christopher he got from Becca. Mallory shows up to take the kid off his hands and bring him to safety. Mallory tells him all the charges against Butcher and the boys have been dropped, and Victoria Newman is starting up an office of soup affairs to keep an eye on Soups. She offers Butcher a job there, but he walks off into the distance without answering.
Mother's Milk comes home to his family. Frenchie and Kimiko dance out of their secret hiding spot they no longer need, and Homelander jerks off into the night from the top of a building.
Alistair congratulates Victoria Newman on her new position and tries to extort her into giving the church a tax-exempt status. As soon as he hangs up, his head explodes. Victoria Newman stands outside of his compound, having just blown up his head. So it is now clear that she has been the Soup, blowing up all those people's heads. She heads back to her office to find Huey looking for a job.
And that was episode 8. We'll see you all for season 3.
We are giving away 2 toys. The first is a Vax toy, and the second is a Percy toy. And we will be giving them away once we hit 2,500 subscribers. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel and leave a comment on this or any of our videos, and you'll be entered to win for free.
Good luck to you all.